Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the... Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
I gotta say, the NBA Cup and its additional layer of excitement here early in the NBA season has really ramped up the stakes. I mean, this season, we even have MP laying down the decree he's going to take his team all the way to the NBA Cup Finals and secure the title.
Each and every Cup game this season is going to be even more exciting, I think, than last year. Just look at the TV ratings on Cup games, and that tells the story. Fans love the added intrigue, and heck, throw in MP's stellar talent and his self-proclaimed quest for the Cup, and everyone is tuning in.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got Miller. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. And it's Salon in at the 4 spot. And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Hey, BA. Well, no surprise, MP is on a mission to bring home the NBA Cup, telling me I want to be a part of a winning legacy. That's my main goal in any competition I'm in. Victories come first. All the individual stuff comes later. Would you expect anything less from MP, Brian?
Nope, we sure wouldn't. And this guy is all in. Pass to Kolek. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Oh, great D that time from MP. From behind the arc. On target from range. MP's got 8.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Pass to Pirtle. To the inside. Dick. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Now here's Barnes. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Barnes with a screen on Ball. Back to Dick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kolek. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. MP outside. And Charlotte another 3.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Kolek. 9 points in his last outing. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barrett. Beyond the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Charlotte leading by 4.
2 minutes left in the finish.
MP scanning the floor. Puts it up. And it's Charlotte with another.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Launches a 3. And the Hornets, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Kolek, hounded by Ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding.
On the floor for Charlotte, Miller is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's MP, then it's Smith, and it's Frazier in at the center position. And they pick up 2.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers was simply terrific. He had 46 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Here's Barrett. Smith with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Oh, my goodness! MP off the bounce.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Kolek, covered by MP. Shoots over Miller. Smith with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
From deep, MP. MP buries the triple.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Covered by Alexander Walker. Pass to Kolek. The 3-ball. That shot off the mark.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Drains the triple. And now a 12-point Charlotte lead.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
1:58 left in the first half of this game. The 3, Barrett. They get the rebound to halt the run. And Kolek gets it to go. Kolek's got his second bucket on the night.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
From the arc. And again, it's MP with a 3.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response 3. This guy is all about winning.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Hornets making a change here. And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Mobo. And here's Barnes. Here's Kolek, just 5 to shoot. And again, Toronto, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Ball stolen. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Knocks it down from distance.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Kolek. The rebound by MP.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard. Oh, wow! Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. 32 seconds left in the first half. Barnes with it. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Man, good whistle there.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
From deep, MP. And Charlotte, another 3.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Lets it fly. Offline from the top of the key.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
That three's off the mark. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh my gosh, those were the good old days.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Then it's R.J. Barrett, then there's Dick, and it's Kolek in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Well, when you look at the... Oh, look at that! Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home!
Wow, MP, nasty.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so here is Toronto. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Barrett passes to Dick. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Dick's got 6.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
MP outside. Here's the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
90 seconds into the second half now. Outside Barnes. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
Here's MP. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. MP's got 44.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
As to Kolek. Back to Dick. Tipped away. Outside Barrett. From outside the arc.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Down low. Dick with it. MP's there. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Smith. 2.5 minutes played. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Smith. He's out there with MP. And it's Holden in at the power forward position. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Charlotte leading by 22. Here's MP. And that one drops for him. MP's got 48.
MP clearly put a lot of time into that floater. Boy, that one was pretty.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
There's the three. Good! That's another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Shot clock at 6. Walter can't get it to go.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 53 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Kolek, covered by MP. The three is up. Drills it from deep.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
The three. And Charlotte, another three.
He got loose from downtown the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. As to Kolek, launches it. Smith with the rebound.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Here's MP, and good! There's another!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Mobo. Up top, Dick, covered by Smith. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
On the wing, MP. Another one goes! Incredible!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. That one rolls around and rims out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Pass to Temple. Back to MP. It's good.
Boy, I like when MP tries to carve space in the painted area. So effective down there.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Kolek, covered by MP. Inside. Here's Dick. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Charlotte's gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. That one goes in.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Charlotte is shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. There's 47 seconds left in the final quarter. The shot, no good. Walter from outside. Rebounded by Temple. MP, that one's good.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Oh, another bucket! Wow! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Here's Kolek, covered by MP. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.
Game, another win. Have to work tomorrow. Good win. Let's keep it going. Yo, keep this thing to regulation. I got plans after the game.
Get after it, MP.
MP, you're my favorite player, man.
You'll be able to bring that heat to your house with your own Miami Heat mouse pad. Everyone who comes to the game is guaranteed to get one. incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word "heat" along with your issue and seat location to...
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports Broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at the Hornets, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Miami, right now, quite a ways down below. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Temple in at the 5. And for Miami, Bam Adebayo is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Smith. Then it's Daniels. And it's Carter in at the 3 spot. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
So the Hornets win the tip. And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. The MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Pass to Carter. Over Miller. And it's Carter missing. The Hornets on offense. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Here's Bridges. Following the basket by MP. That drive by Carter.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Here's the Hornets with the ball. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Now Ball. Following the three-point attempt by MP. They set the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 7 points in the game. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 5-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Knicks was outstanding. He had an impressive number of points and was reliable as ever from distance. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Basket counts. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Heat. Trailing here by 8. Heat moving the ball around. For three, Bridges. The Hornets pull it in. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
MP outside. Here he goes. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Good. That one on target from Noel.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The three from MP. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Coming right back, MP with a huge three.
Noel passes to Ware. Pass to Noel. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Frazier. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The three from MP. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bridges with it. He has yet to score. From outside the arc. And no good that time. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Hornets ahead. They lead by 13. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Switch here. Champagne's checked in. The Hornets also changing it up. Boeheim's checked in. And MP subbed in for Ball. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Smith is out there with MP. And it's Boeheim in at the 4. MP's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Heat trail by 16. Bridges outside. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Bridges got his first basket of the night.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now, Noel. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
5 on the clock. Here's Noel. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets leading by 18. On the wing, MP. He's defended by Noel. And that one's good. MP.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Ware. And here's Martin. Shoots over Alexander Walker.
MP's playing like he has something to prove. Strong defense from the youngster.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did proceed the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense. So we like the direction. D.A., thank you. And the Hornets making a change here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Wizards. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And the Hornets, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
And his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys?
Well, on the court, really it is about the coaches defining roles. And anytime you get players who buy into those roles in the early part of a year, it's a support system for what the star guys have to do. It builds a ton of confidence and the connectivity that coaching staffs know will lead them ultimately to a team that can compete in the playoffs.
Here's Daniels following the basket by MP. Adebayo with the bucket.
The versatility of Adebayo, he can initiate and he can shoot off the catch.
MP right side. .112 left to play in the first half. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Adebayo. Out to Carter. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Frazier.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Smith the pass to MP. Frazier with a screen on Bridges. And a wide open look for MP. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Heat. Bridges misses.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Ball against Smith. To the middle. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Over Frazier. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so it's Charlotte having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Charlotte Hornets.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Oakland Zoe wants to know, what's your favorite snack?
I can guarantee you on this one, Shaq does not do snacks. He does meals.
Well, I must correct you, my good friend Kenneth. I do Shaq-size snacks. I live by my own rules.
Why wouldn't you correct me? You always call me Kenneth. But those are Shaq-size snacks. They're a giant 5-course meal for most normal people.
That's what you say.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Daniels out there with Smith. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Carter in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
MP looking around. There's a good screen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. MP's got 41.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And now here comes Daniel, leading the break. Back to Smith. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Off the bounce, Daniels showing a great burst.
Charlotte in total control. MP outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. There's the lob to Bridges, and stolen by Miller. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's MP, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 43 points.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Smith kicks to Adebayo. The Hornets pull it in. Temple's got 4 rebounds now tonight. MP with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Good on the bucket. MP's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Bridges outside. Daniels kicks to Carter. No good with the triple.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to. See if he can find it. This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
On the wing, Daniels, covered by MP. Bridges, no one around him. No good, unable to end this run.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's MP. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to Bridges. Smith for 3. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
On the wing, MP. Defended by Carter. Here's MP. Good work defensively by Carter.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Barnes. Then there's Frazier. Then it's MP. And it's Smith in at the 2. Martin the pass to Ware. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Noel. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. Takes it inside. And another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Outside, Martin. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Brent, of all the things I could ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
And here's Miami. Here's Noel, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Here's MP, and the layup's good off the glass. MP's got 56 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Noel. It's good from long range.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
The 3 from MP. Drills it from outside. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Has to wear. There's the screen. Martin inside. Defended by Alexander Walker. Ware, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. Here's MP. And another one.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Up top, Noel. Covered by MP. The Hornets have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go win. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brett, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with a team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Hornets?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
MP outside. There's a screen. 3-pointer. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And once it becomes a...
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony.
You earned that one. Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Win this game so we can go hit the buffet for some chicken wings.
About game time.
Road to the finals is a lot easier if you win this one.
The National Basketball Association and the Atlanta Hawks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to executive and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher. Security.
At 6'8". Number 10,
We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Graham. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP. And tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. Smith out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Temple in at the center position. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 4-point game. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Just over a minute and a half in. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks brand.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
MP against Young. Pass to King. Here's Risache. Here's King. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Young against MP. From deep. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine. Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Young. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. And out of bounds, Charlotte will have it. Buffkin, he's checked in for Jackson. Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets leading by 4. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got LaMelo Ball. He's out there with MP. And it's Frazier in at the center position. Now here's MP coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. And the shot's good.
Young fella does not let the contact distract or bother him. Business-like finish from MP.
Outside Brogdon. Johnson a screen on Ball. Pass to Buffkin. 4-3. Ball with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
And Atlanta with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Buffkin, covered by MP. Atlanta again missing. Hornets leading by 10. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Off target at the rim. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Buffkin. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's MP. The rebound by Atlanta.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Pass to Buffkin. Johnson a screen on MP. No good on the triple.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
And there's a pick. Puts up a 3. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Bamba's checked in for Johnson. Risache comes in for Christie. Jackson, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Young in for Buffkin. Left side Young. To the middle. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers was simply terrific. He picked up 54 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Rizachet, covered by Alexander Walker. The kick out to Young. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
And we've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Here's Young. There's the drive.
You know, the scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
MP scanning the floor. And it's good for 2. MP's got 25 points.
Look at MP. Suddenly catching defense with their guard down and making them pay.
Toppin passes to Young to end the run. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds now. MP against Young. MP outside, lets a 3 fly, sinks the tray. 28 points for him.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. So for the Hawks, King comes in for Bamba. And it's Jalen Johnson in for Toppin. "35 seconds left in the first half of this one. Pass to Young. Here's King. Here's Rizachet. No good, off the front rim.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Young looking over the floor. Johnson a screen on Smith. The 3 from Rizachet. MP getting it done for Charlotte. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge...
Their opponent is beating them up on the birds, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. As we move on, let's get a look at some of the injuries around the NBA.
And not having Steph Curry's presence on the floor is so tough. Obviously, he's a huge part of their offensive strategy, and I know why. Because he doesn't miss.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Risacher and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Jackson, and it's King in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Jackson. Still no points. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here. King knocks down the 18-footer.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Charlotte leading by 22. MP inside. Young's there. And MP throws it down.
MP knew exactly where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do with that one.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Risacher. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Here's Young. Half to the basket by Charlotte. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. The 3 from Risacher. Fires in the triple.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The game on the line. Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Now here's Young. He's got 5. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
From deep, MP connects from downtown. MP's got 38 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Up top, Johnson. Outside, Young. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Tries to break his ice. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Smith's got 4 rebounds now.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Does not get any easier than that for MP capitalizing in tight.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes.
Here's Young. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Temple's got his 5th rebound in this one. Back to MP. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. MP's got 43 points.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Here's Risacher. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
And so MP will bring it up for the Hornets. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. And Charlotte, another 3.
Oh, wow. How about the handles from MP? I mean, that's just a beautiful play.
MP against Young. Pass to King. Now Johnson. Here's Young. Second chance shot. Tries yet again. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
This is not what they need from him this quarter. He is way off.
Good on the shot.
In terms of scoring, this hasn't been his quarter. Just 1 of 7.
Here's Temple. 5 points in the game. Here's MP. And that one's good. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. It's rebounded by Salon. Charlotte has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. MP right side. And so it's Charlotte cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. MP is out there with ball. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Randolph in at the 4 slot. Here's Bufkin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Well, the Hornets shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. Here's MP. He got it again! Sensational!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Jackson outside. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Toppin outside. Here's Bufkin, covered by MP. Oh, hey, how about that?
Big time right there. Big time.
Woo. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climbing.
MP. The rebound by the Hawks.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
A clear look for Bamba. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 5 rebounds tonight. MP inside. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Bufkin, covered by MP. Here's Rizachet from deep three-point land. Randolph grabs the miss. Here's MP into the lane.
Talk about lift and flight. MP don't do him like that.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Rizachet. Screen by Bamba. The 3 is up. That one doesn't drop.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
MP outside. And that one drops. MP's got 56 in the game.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Bamba, a screen on MP. The 11-footer. The rebound by Holton. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Knocked away. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Count that bucket.
You know, he possesses both an inside and outside game, does Mo Bamba. And because of that, he's a headache when he's knocking down jumpers.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. MP drives in. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive, and it's good. 2 points. MP's got 58.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty.
Oh, another one falls.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. Wing shot on the way. Bufkin, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
MP against Jackson. Here's MP. Good. He hits again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Bufkin. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rizachet, no good. On the wing, MP. Off with the layup. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, while they've been dominant so far, it's single elimination going forward. A whole new game. But I do like their chances.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Solid effort tonight on both ends.
and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal. This marks the first game of the NBA Cup knockout round for these two teams. The Eastern Conference wild card on the road against a group winner.
And we've seen the excitement this tournament generates when it gets to this stage. It's a playoff atmosphere. Everyone in the building knows there's a lot on the line.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here, but he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot.
MP looking solid from there.
Cleveland with the ball. 6-point game. Garland against MP. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
MP with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And that one's good. MP.
Did you see that? He crossed the defender up and left him grasping at air.
Oh, that's a move he'll be bragging about all night. It's going to be online everywhere. Anytime you get a guy on the ground, you've got the right to talk some trash.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. 3-pointer. Mobley with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Allen outside. Knocked loose. Mobley the pass to Allen. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Charlotte's head coach gave me a few minutes to catch up. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Garland surveying the D. Mitchell outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
And a wide open look for MP. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. MP's got 17.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The shot no good. Tyson.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
MP against Garland. Here's MP. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Cleveland. changes here for the Hornets. Alexander Walker comes in for Frazier. And MP subbed in for Miller. And then for Cleveland, Tyson's checked in. Mann subbed in for Garland. Hornets leading by 8. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Evan Mobley. Terrence Mann is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Tyson in at the 3. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Williams, a screen on MP. Driving the lane. Fultz, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Fultz against MP. Right through contact, MP.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Tyson. It's rebounded by Holton. Hornets leading by 12, and they're pushing it up. On the wing, MP. Defended by Mann. MP looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. MP finishes the break in style.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against Detroit had a huge game. He had 60 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's going to be careful for the rest of this half.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Garland, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. MP outside. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. A different look now for Cleveland. Bodies checked in, and it's Mitchell in for Markelle Fultz. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Garland against MP. There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. MP's got 30 points. 1:16 left in the first half. Garland against MP. And the rejection by MP. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Garland against MP. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on MP.
Just tenacious play there by... Garland against the defense, making sure that he can still get his shot off.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
There's the pick. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
There's Garland, and the rejection by MP.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Cavaliers are gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. The wide open look here for Garland. And the 3 off target.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The 3 from MP. There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 36.
I like how MP picks his spot on offense. Terrific decision there by him.
Garland kicks to Mobley. They need this. MP getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. I know you...
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your...
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that... Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2 in the place to be. Most definitely, they seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Brandon Miller, MP out there with Smith. And it's Temple in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. MP against Garland. Clock at 4, and he's good on the 3-ball. Smith's got the first bucket of the third here for the Hornets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
MP against Garland. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got 4 rebounds in this game. And MP throws it down hard.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Allen outside. Pass to Garland. He takes it in. Intercepted. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. And that one drops. Salon's got his second bucket tonight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Inside. Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound. The three from Garland. The basket good off the assist from Allen. Garland's got 17.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
That bucket in no time at all.
Coming right back. MP with a huge three.
Pass to Tyson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
MP against Garland. Shot clock at 6. MP, that's for 2. Again, the Hornets score.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. From deep. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. MP outside. Into the lane. Sweet little floater. MP's got 45 points.
Graceful play by MP. Great to see a young player with the level of finesse.
Mobley dishes to Mitchell. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Outside Garland. Another miss by Garland.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The three from MP. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Cleveland's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. MP against Garland. Can they get it? Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Garland's got 7 points here in this quarter. Charlotte's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's the screen. The 3 from MP. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Salon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. MP outside. And the dunk by MP.
Making sure of that one. MP at ground zero.
And here is Garland. 21 points in the game. Carries it from 3-point range. Garland's got 10 points in just the second half.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him. Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Here's Mobley. Off the inbound, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Hornets on top, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Colts is out there with Garland. Then it's Williams. And it's Roddy in at the power forward. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Cavaliers. Roddy the pass to Fultz. Outside Williams. Cleveland moving it around. Roddy no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
MP against Fultz. MP outside. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Good. That's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. The Cavaliers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Here's Fultz. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Ball. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball. Here's Roddy. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-ins, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. MP outside. Frazier with a screen on Fultz. And good! He hits it again. That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Mitchell. No good on the shot. Good defense by MP. Going inside. Second shot opportunity. Frazier. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
Cleveland, ball.
And the Hornets making a change here. Stevens is checked in.
Jerome Stevens.
Here's Mobley. Mitchell left side. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Fultz. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And here's Charlotte. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think...
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jacks up a three, cranes the three-pointer.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
Here's the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Barnes sets a screen for MP. Good, he hits again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
They made the most of their opportunities looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. So long.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Yeah, way to bring home that W. Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work. Road to the finals is a lot easier to win this one.